I work on cargo ships. A scarred whale began acting erratically around us. We thought it was the danger. We were wrong. So wrong. I work on cargo ships, long hauls across the empty stretches of ocean. It's usually monotonous. The endless blue, the thrum of the engines, the routine. But this last trip was different. It started about 10 days out from port, somewhere in the Pacific. I was on a late watch, just me and the stars and the hiss of the bow cutting through the water. That's when I first saw it. A disturbance in the dark water off the port side. Too large to be dolphins. Too deliberate for a random wave. Then, a plume of mist shot up, illuminated briefly by the deck lights. A whale. Not unheard of, but this one was big. Really big. And it was close. The next morning, it was still there, keeping pace with us. A few of the other guys spotted it. Our bosun, a weathered old hand on the sea, squinted at it through his binoculars. "Humpback by the looks of it," he grunted. "Big fella, lost his pod, maybe." But there was something off about it. It wasn't just its size, though it was easily one of the largest I'd ever seen, rivaling the length of some of our smaller tenders. It was its back. It was a road map of scars, not just the usual nicks and scrapes you see from barnacles or minor tussles. These were huge, gouged-out marks, some pale and old, others a more recent angry pink, long tearing slashes and circular, crater-like depressions. It looked like it had been through a war, and it was alone. Whales, especially humpbacks, are often social. This one was a solitary giant, a scarred sentinel in the vast empty ocean. And it was following us, not just swimming in the same general direction, but actively shadowing our ship. If we adjusted course, it adjusted too, maintaining its position a few hundred yards off our port side. This went on for the rest of the day. Some of the crew found it a novelty, a bit of wildlife to break the tedium. I just found it unsettling. There was an intelligence in the way it moved, in the occasional roll that brought a massive dark eye to the surface, seemingly looking right at us. The second day was the same. The whale was our constant companion. The novelty had worn off for most. Now it was just there. A silent, scarred presence. I spent a lot of my off hours watching it. There was a weird sort of gravity to it. I couldn't shake the feeling that its presence meant something, though I couldn't imagine what. The scars on its back fascinated and repulsed me. What could do that to something so immense? A propeller from a massive ship, an orca attack, but on a scale I'd never heard of. Then, late on the second day of its appearance, something else happened. Our ship started to lose speed. Not drastically at first, just a subtle change in the engine's rhythm, a slight decrease in the vibration underfoot. The chief engineer, a perpetually stressed man, was down in the engine room for hours. Word came up that there was some kind of